Good afternoon. It is about 2 in the afternoon, like 65 degrees outside, and we are heading out to do a stuck in the snow recovery. So even though it is clear blue skies and 65 degrees, there's still people getting stuck in the snow, and I'm okay with that. I guess this is an Acura MDX. They said they're only about 50 feet off the road, so it should be able to just back up, reach out with the winch line, and drag them back onto the road, and everybody be on their way. We got about an hour drive to go get to them. We'll see what we got when we get there. Just gonna get topped off on fuel before we head out, because this truck only holds 18 gallons, so it doesn't take long to run out of fuel. Hopefully we can sit on the road and reach out with the winch line and pull them in, because it's all nice and pretty and clean for a minute. But if not, we have to get it dirty. Oh well, that's what it's for. We will find out when we get there. So this smoke cloud over here looks awfully close to where we're supposed to be going. Interesting. Okay, so the customer just called me back asking how far away I was and if I knew anything about a fire, because they said there's smoke and stuff rolling in really thick and heavy where they're at. By looking over there where they're supposed to be, I would imagine there's a lot of smoke rolling in. We're still about 30 minutes away. The Forest Service is doing a big control burn. That's what all that over there is. And I just looked up where the burn's supposed to be happening, and it is on the same road that these people are supposedly on. Which means the road should be closed, but they're on it somehow. That fire looks to be ripping along pretty good, so this may have turned into quite a bit more than just a simple little go pop them out of the snow. I'm going to call the Forest Service and see exactly how far up that road the fire is and where they're predicting it going in the next hour. And if it's a problem, let them know that there is a couple stranded in the path of it, which I hope isn't the case, but if it is the case, I want everyone to be aware of that. Alright, we are turned off of the highway and headed into the woods. See the fire, the head of the fire is over here and it's heading in this direction. And according to what they said, they are straight out this road about another 10, 11 miles, which is putting us right in that smoky area. Okay, we just got a pin drop of their location, went over some maps. That's the Forest Service guys right there. And they should be safe from the fire. That was a quick close-up of my face, and I apologize. But they should be to the north side of the fire, and the fire is burning to the south, so clear of the fire and not in danger of getting burned over. But I guess we can't go any farther this way because the fire already jumped over the line. So if it jumps over the line again and heads the other way, then we have a pretty big problem. So I'm going to go loop around the north side of the fire and go in on some Forest Service roads to the north side to try and get to these people from there. I talked to the Forest Service. They know what my plan is and they're cool with it, and I got every bit of contact info I need to get a hold of them if it's not okay over there, or if I can't get these people out and it looks like they're in danger. So I'm going to go back into town to the north a little bit and then back into the woods and try to circle the fire the other way, get these people out of there and take them back out the north way, not back this way the way they came, because the way they came is currently on fire. So we are now off the highway again and headed back east into the woods on the northern edge of the fire. We should wrap around the north side of it. We got the Forest Service to open a gate for us to let us through a closed road, a road that's closed until mid-May. That way we can access where these people are from the northern side, get them out, and hopefully bring them back down this same route. We're supposed to meet the Forest Service ranger up here at the gate so he can get it open, close it behind us, and then he's going to wait while we go in with this four-wheel drive truck, drag him out of there, and then he's hopefully still going to be there to open the gate and let us back out. So that is the plan for now anyway. It's subject to change drastically in the next 10-15 minutes. And if it does change, we will come up with a new one over and over again until one of them finally works, hopefully. We are waiting for the Forest Service ranger to come and open the gate for us to let us in, and then we're going to do some Forest Service back roads to get around the top side of the fire and get these people out, and then hopefully the roads we use to get to them are good enough that they can get out of them in this Acura they're driving. That might be another flaw in the plan. We'll figure that out as we go. If we're waiting here, Ranger should be here pretty soon. Open the gate, and then we'll get moving on with the rest of the plan. All right, we are through and heading in. I don't know how well you can see this, but that's the fire right there. And now we are on the other side of it, heading back into it. The people should be to the north of the fire. The wind is blowing to the south, so they are relatively safe unless the wind switch from being burned over. And luckily they're also up on this side. The air is nice and clear. The smoke's blowing the other way. So the fire did jump the containment line on the other side, which is why they're freaking out so bad on the other side, and we can't get in that way. Like I said, the wind is blowing to the south and we're on the north side of it, so we should be fairly safe on this side, but this is in the shutdown area in case the fire doesn't do exactly what's planned. This is burn zone. That's why the road is closed back there, and that's why these people aren't supposed to be out here right now. So remember what I said about sitting on the pavement, just running my winch line out, popping them out, not even having to get the truck dirty? Well, so much for that. But also, like I said, I don't mind getting the truck dirty. It's a work truck. That's what it's for, and that's why I turned it into a four-wheel drive. The only thing that's gonna suck is if I can't get them out of here and don't make it to them and got the truck dirty. Then I'll be pissed. But as long as we get them out, truck's dirty, cool. Okay, we are backing out of here now because this road didn't work. So I'm gonna back out to the intersection and go a different way and try that. This is not a tow truck friendly road, I can tell already. The other problem is going to be they're in an Acura MDX, and I'm not 100% sure whether an Acura MDX is a car or an SUV. And by not 100% sure, what I mean is I have absolutely no idea. So hopefully it's an SUV with a little bit of ground clearance and it can make it back out this road, because getting them out of the snow where they are is kind of pointless if I can't get them back out of the woods after that. And this is looking like some four-wheel driving, and we got a tree down on the road. Fuck. Oh, we're gonna run it over. Because we know what happens when I try to throw trees out of the road. Should have brought a chainsaw. Which one do we go on now? I think this one. Does that look right to you? I think it looks right to me. It's gonna be fun bringing an Acura out of here. I mean, if only I had bought a Jeep or something to do this type of job, so I didn't have to take my nice fancy truck out into the woods. Okay, so we now got onto the road that the fire is currently burning over back behind us. We're now on the other side of it from where we started this whole little adventure. But this is the road these people came in on. They just came all the way in from the town of Lapine, and then we just did a whole bunch of connect the dots with Forest Service roads to get hopped onto this road up here on the other side of the fire. So we cannot go all the way back out this road, even though that would normally be the correct way to go. Got about 3 more miles to go up this one to get to them, pull them out, and then we got to take them back through all those Forest Service roads to pop out onto that paved road, and then back through the gate to get out to public road, and then everybody can go home. So we are currently in the burn zone right now. It's a 600-acre zone they set up to try to burn. They're trying to burn the southern half of it today. We are in the northern half, and the winds are blowing to the south, so right now the fire is moving away from us, and we have nice clear skies with no smoke, which is super good, as long as the winds stay that way. If they switch back to the north, the Forest Service is supposed to get a hold of me right away to let me know, because that means the fire could move back towards us. The fire on one of the southeastern sides, I didn't pay too much attention to which, jumped over one of their lines, so they have all their resources over there right now trying to get that back in check, which is why I don't have any of them up here with me right now. And also they figured the less people up here in the burn zone, the better. So here we are. So this spot in this dip right here, you might recognize. This here, actually right where this log is sitting right there, is where the minivan was stuck when Riley came up with me and pulled that minivan out of the snow. That was the spot. There's no way they went around this. There's tire tracks. I guess they did. Shit. Okay, let's go. Well, we made it over that. Hey Nate, thanks for making my truck 4-wheel drive. It's really coming in handy right now. Well, that's a roadblock. Looks like some people have wheeled up around it, which is not the cool thing to do, because that's what gets roads shut down. And if I was just out here cruising with my family and having a good day, we would absolutely turn around right here. But there are people stuck on the other side of this, and there's a wildfire. There's the smoke over there. And we need to kind of get them out. So as much as I don't want to, I think, not right here, I think I'm going to try to come up right here and take this path to get back on the road. That's a big tree. Huh. Close. The smoke's starting to drift back over. You see it coming up over us, so that's not cool. But I haven't got a call from the Forest Service yet, so hopefully that means It's just an optical illusion. But man, we should be right up on them, I would think. No, still farther. Well, here we are finally, and they were right, they almost made it back to the road, but the problem is that road is totally closed and there's no way to get to it without going through the fire. That's got to just kill you that you made it that close to pavement and couldn't get any farther. Well, luckily you have a hitch receiver. That makes this a lot easier. Let me go grab a pin. I'm just gonna bury it into the snowbank here to stop the truck. And do you have a pin for it? Okay. And then I'll winch it back out here. Back out here, we'll get turned around and we gotta go all the way back out that way. Like the Dukes of Hazzard. All right, you got it in neutral, parking brake off? Okay. Go ahead and give just a little throttle in reverse. It's gonna just want to pull my truck to the side. There you go, a little more. Perfect, just keep giving a little bit. Just stop before it wants to spin. Okay, you should be able to let off there. So I don't want your front tire to drop in that hole and then rip your front bumper off. So turn your steering wheel towards me and hopefully it'll get your front tire to go around that hole and not bottom out your front bumper. Put it in reverse.
Okay, it's still in reverse.
Yeah, give a little throttle again. That's not going to want to do that. Hold on, let me look how close that is. Got a bit of room. You had some firewood if you had to spend the night. I'll put this down here so it picks it up a little. There's one more. All right, go ahead and straighten your wheel now, since that's not going to work. A little more right there. Yeah. Straight, a little more straighten. Perfect, that's lifting your front end up. Okay, now turn the other way. Okay, so I moved the truck back so I get a better angle and not pulling them in that snowbank. Okay, turn driver's side and just let off the brake in neutral. Or okay, perfect. Just making sure that front wheel comes over good. And for all the safety Nazis, if you heard, I slacked on the winch cable before I stepped over it. Listen closely, you'd hear it. Okay, straighten your wheel. Right there. Just hold it right there. Just pull them back and we're done. So we got them out. And I'm backing up over just this one snowdrift here. And there's a little intersection I think I can get turned around. Nice and easy. They should be able to do the same. And then the problem we have is we got to go all the way back out this. But I just got a call from the Forest Service saying the fires died down pretty good on their side. So they think we can go all the way back out this way, the way these people originally came in, which should be easier than what I just went through going over the trees and four-wheeling and stuff. Should be. So we're gonna try that. Fuck, it's stuck already. And if that doesn't work, then we'll come back and we'll take the four-wheel drive trail that I just went through. Come on. Damn it. gonna have to pull him all the way out of here. Problem is, this is downhill all the way to where he got stuck, and it's the worst part, so I have to get him back up. Okay, since we've been doing this stuck and pull over and over again, I'm just gonna try to tow him. And I don't have my kinetic rope because it is in the Jeep, and I only have one. Okay, now that we're at the top of that hill, I'll unhook, and then hopefully you can drive most of the rest of the way out. I think that's the worst of it, and it's uphill, so I'll get this unhooked and then we'll see how far we make it. Sound good? Okay, we got him unhooked. I just coiled the cable in a big mess around the wheel grids there, because if I put it away all nice and neat, I'm gonna need it again. If I leave it out in a big mess ready to use, I won't need it again. So that was a strategic tactic, and because I'm lazy. And we got one more uphill coming up here that might screw us all. We'll see. I'm gonna try to make it to the top, and hopefully he just makes it and I don't have to pull him. So I'm gonna give her a little. Man, so close. All right, well now it's my turn to be stuck, so hook the tree there at the front winch. I'm just sitting on the frame in this snowdrift. Hopefully you make it through. Try to get mine out. There we go. Okay, I'm free, so I can unhook, pull up there, and then hopefully he makes it through. All right, I'm out. So I'm gonna go up there towards that dirt patch. You're probably gonna want to back up and try to come in here. Like I said, just stay just to that side of my tracks. I would say try to go as fast as you can go with control. So fast enough to make it through that. Not so fast that if you start to go one way or other, you end up in a tree. Sound like a plan? Shit! So I have a question. How can a car go so good one way through the snow and so bad the other way? Yeah, that's okay. I'll grab this wheel and just try to, actually maybe that one, just try to pull it out. Again, if we get it up on top of this, I think we can hopefully go. Okay, go ahead and put it in drive. Not yet. Okay, just a little throttle. See if you can get it to pop up on top of the snow. Okay, let off. Try to stay where the winch is always staying just tight. Okay, straighten up your wheel. Stop right there and let me look where that cable's at. So we just passed the intersection where I came up in onto this road and up off that four-wheel drive trail, and we're heading straight back out this road towards the fire zone. We hopefully can get back through the fire zone nice and safe now. You can see it's a little hazy up there as we're getting back into the smoke. That's this is the road those people came up. So it should be a much better, more drivable road for that thing than the four-wheel drive trail I came in on. And according to the Forest Service guys, I talked to them, everything's kind of died down on the fire, so we should be fine to head back out this way. And there's only one real spot where it's going to be a maybe problem, where it's burned right up across the road. So we will see when we get there what that looks like, but they are still there on scene, so worst comes to worst, we just wait a little bit while they squirt some water on some hot stuff and off we go. Hopefully. Because if not, we got to come all the way back up this and then out the four-wheel drive trail that we're trying to avoid. All right. Oh, back to the pavement, finally. Now we're going to turn to the right, head down the pavement. The spot where it was burning over the road is just down here. Hopefully we make it through that just fine and they got it all knocked down and we can all go home. They got a motel about 20 minutes from here. I got to go home about an hour and a half from here. So let's get rolling. Now we got the Forest Service escorting us back through the burn zone. Getting a little thicker smoke now. Just up ahead's where the fire is going to burn over the road and shut it all down. Huh. Right here is where it burned up to the road and shut it all down. I feel like I should turn on my strobe lights so I fit in with these guys. Got a tree still burning right there. I'm gonna roll up this window, it's super smoky. It's like they held it at the road, didn't jump, which means it's a controlled burn. All part of the fun. Well, it did jump the road right here. So it's still burning pretty good over here. Quite a few spots, and then looks like right here it jumped the road. So we are out of the burn zone and back onto open public road, finally, and wow, that is bright. But some lessons were learned on this job. Lesson number 1, take the Jeep. Lesson number 2, take the Jeep. Lesson number 3, take the Jeep. That is what I bought it for. But I was already in this truck, I was already partway there, so I just went for it. And plus, I thought it was going to be a super easy sit on the road and pluck them out type of deal. But, you know, a little forest fire got in the way of that. So, other than that whole thing, it went pretty good. I got stuck a few times, they got stuck a few times. But everybody is out, back to town with no damage. Everybody's happy. They get to go back to their hotel for the night. I get to go home, and I'm very happy about that. So overall, good job. So that's it for this one. I will see you guys next time, whenever that is. For now, good night.